Hey, you. I was wondering if you'd actually show up tonight. I know. I know we always meet on Thursdays, but after that text exchange earlier about the book, I wasn't sure if you were too annoyed with me to come. Okay. Annoyed is a strong word. Let's say passionately opposed to my literary opinions. Come on, sit down, right here across from me, like always. The library closed 20 minutes ago, but Mrs. Chen said we could stay as long as we lock up when we leave. It's so quiet in here at night, isn't it? Just us and all these books and this one little desk lamp. I love it like this, when it's just ours. So, did you finish the book? Or did you give up halfway through because you couldn't handle how right I was about the trope? Oh, you finished it, and you still think I'm wrong. Bold. Very bold. Okay. Let's do this properly then. Let's have the great trope debate we've been building up to all week. You've been sending me essays in text form, and I've been drafting counter-arguments in my head during work. So let's settle this once and for all. Enemies to lovers versus friends to lovers. Which one is the superior romance trope? And before you interrupt me, I know what you're going to say. You're going to talk about the tension, the sparks, the verbal sparring. Oh, Lily, the enemies to lovers dynamic is so electric. The banter, the way they challenge each other. Yeah, I know your arguments already, because you've been making them for 3 days straight. But here's the thing. Friends to lovers has something enemies to lovers will never have. Foundation. When two people are friends first, when they actually know each other, when they've seen each other at their worst and still chose to stay, that's real. That's not just sparks and sexual tension. That's depth. Enemies to lovers is fun, sure. It's exciting. It's got that thrill of the chase, the will they or won't they energy. But friends to lovers, that's the slow burn that actually burns. Because when you're friends with someone, truly friends, you see all of them. Not the polished version they show on a first date. Not the carefully curated personality they use to impress someone. You see them tired, stressed, silly, vulnerable, honest. And when you fall for someone after seeing all of that, that's when you know it's real. Oh, you're shaking your head. You don't agree. Okay, make your case then. I'm listening. See, this is what I love about our book club meetings. It's never just about the book. It's about this, the back and forth, the way we can argue about fictional characters for an hour and never get tired of it. All right, you're saying that friends to lovers is too safe, too predictable, that the emotional stakes aren't high enough because there's no real conflict. Interesting point. Wrong, but interesting. I'm kidding, kind of. But here's where I disagree. Friends to lovers has massive emotional stakes, maybe even higher than enemies to lovers. Because when you're enemies, you have nothing to lose. You already don't like each other. So if the romance doesn't work out, you just go back to hating each other. No big deal. But when you're friends, you risk everything. You risk the friendship, the comfort, the safety net of having this person in your life. If you confess your feelings and they don't feel the same way, you can't just go back to normal. The friendship changes forever. That's terrifying. That's real stakes. And that's why when someone finally takes that leap, when they finally admit they've been feeling more than friendship, it means something. It means they were willing to risk losing you entirely, just for the chance to be with you. And don't even get me started on the they were in love the whole time but didn't realize it aspect of friends to lovers. That moment when the character suddenly sees their best friend in a new light. When something shifts and they realize, oh no, I'm in love with them. That's magic. That's the good stuff. I'm getting too worked up about fictional tropes, aren't I? But that's what makes this fun, right? We can sit here in this empty library and debate made-up people falling in love, and somehow it feels important. Okay, your turn. Defend your precious enemies to lovers trope. Tell me why I'm wrong. Okay, so you're saying the banter is better. The chemistry is more intense. The character growth is more dramatic. I'll give you the banter. Enemies to lovers does have great banter, but chemistry? I don't know. I think there's something incredibly intimate about friends who suddenly realize there's been chemistry there all along. Like, imagine being so comfortable with someone that you can sit in silence with them, or finish each other's sentences, or know exactly what they need without them having to say it. And then one day, one random, ordinary day, you look at them and something clicks. And suddenly, all those comfortable moments, all those inside jokes, all those times you chose to spend time with them instead of anyone else, suddenly they all mean something more. That's not boring. That's not safe. That's realizing you've been building towards something without even knowing it. Okay. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I just relate more to friends to lovers. I mean, in theory, as a concept, not in practice, obviously. You know what's funny? We've been doing this book club thing for, 6 months now? Every Thursday night, same library, same table, same arguments about whatever book we picked that week. And I don't think we've ever actually agreed on anything. You like the gritty, dark romances. I like the soft, hopeful ones. You think third act breakups are necessary for growth. I think they're just cruel. You defend enemies to lovers. I defend friends to lovers. We're a mess, aren't we? But I wouldn't trade these nights for anything. This is my favorite part of the week, honestly. Sitting here with you, arguing about books, getting way too invested in fictional relationships. Do you remember the first book we read together? That ridiculous paranormal romance with the vampire who ran a coffee shop? We both hated it, but we spent 2 hours laughing about how bad it was. And then somehow we just kept meeting, kept picking new books, kept showing up every Thursday. I think that's when I realized you were going to be important to me. Not just book club acquaintance, but actually important. Someone I looked forward to seeing. Someone whose opinions I cared about even when I disagreed with them. Someone who made me think and laugh and feel less alone. Which is maybe why I'm so defensive about friends to lovers. Because I think it's the most honest kind of love story. The kind where you don't fall for someone because they're mysterious, or because they challenge you, or because there's some electric spark. You fall for them because they're them, because you know them, because you've spent so much time together that they've become part of your life, part of your routine, part of what makes you feel like yourself. And then one day, you realize you don't want them to just be your friend anymore. Okay, I'm getting too personal. This is supposed to be about the book, not about whatever this is turning into. Let me ask you something. In the book, when the two main characters finally get together, after being friends for years, after dancing around their feelings, after almost losing each other, did you think it was earned? Did you believe it? Or did you think it was too easy, too convenient, too predictable? Because I I believed it completely. I believed that they'd been in love the whole time, even when they didn't know it, even when they were dating other people or pretending everything was fine. I believed that all those little moments, all those times they chose each other, all those inside jokes and comfortable silences, those were the foundation. Those were the proof. And when they finally kissed, when they finally admitted what had been true all along, it didn't feel sudden. It felt inevitable. Like, of course this was always where they were headed. Of course this was always the story. Do you think real life works like that? Do you think two people can be friends, really good friends, and then one day realize it was always something more? Or is that just a fantasy? Something that only works in books? Sorry, I'm being weird tonight, aren't I? I think I'm too in my head about this book. It's gotten under my skin somehow. Maybe because I see myself in it, more than I want to admit. Okay. Let me try to explain this without sounding completely ridiculous. You know how sometimes you read a book and it feels like the author somehow saw into your life? Like they took your exact situation and wrote it down? That's how I felt reading this one. The main character, the girl who's been friends with this guy for years, who knows him better than anyone, who's watched him date other people and pretended to be fine, who's been slowly, quietly, falling in love with him, but is too scared to say anything because what if she's wrong? What if he doesn't feel the same? What if she ruins everything? What if I ruin everything? Okay, yeah, I'm just going to say it, because apparently I've lost all sense of self-preservation tonight. I think the reason I defend friends to lovers so hard, the reason I believe in it so much, is because I'm living it. And I've been living it for months, maybe since the beginning. And I didn't even realize it until I read this stupid book and saw myself in every page. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you, and I have been for a while now, and I didn't know how to tell you, or if I should tell you, or if maybe I was imagining the way you look at me sometimes. But tonight, sitting here, arguing about tropes, about whether friends can fall in love, I realized I can't keep pretending this is just about books. I can't keep showing up every Thursday and acting like I'm only here for the literary debate. I'm here for you. I've been here for you this whole time. And maybe you don't feel the same way. Maybe I'm about to make the biggest mistake of my life by telling you this, but I'd rather take the risk. I'd rather know than spend another 6 months sitting across from you and pretending I only think of you as a friend. Because you're not just my friend. You're the person I think about first thing in the morning, the person I save funny stories for, the person whose opinion matters more than anyone else's. You're the person who makes me feel seen and heard and understood, even when we're arguing about something as silly as romance tropes. And I know this changes everything. I know I just made this awkward. I know we can't go back to the way things were. But I couldn't keep it in anymore. I needed you to know. So, yeah, that's my confession. Probably should have planned that better. Maybe workshopped it a little, made it less of a rambling mess. But it's out there now, and I can't take it back. And honestly, I don't want to. So what do you think? Am I completely insane, or have you maybe, possibly, been feeling the same way? Please say something. Okay, the silence is kind of killing me right now. I know I just dropped a lot on you, and I know you probably need time to process. But if you could just give me something, anything, even if it's just to let me down easy. Wait, are you smiling? Why are you smiling? Is this funny? Did I just make a complete fool of myself and now you're trying not to laugh? What do you mean you were waiting for me to say something first? What? What are you saying? You felt the same way this whole time. And you didn't say anything because you thought I only saw you as a friend. Oh my God, we're both idiots, aren't we? We've been doing this dance for months, both of us too scared to say anything. Both of us convinced the other person didn't feel the same. This is exactly like the book, isn't it? Which means I was right. Friends to lovers is the superior trope, because we just lived it. Okay, we can argue about that later. Right now, Can I come sit next to you instead of across from you? This table suddenly feels like it's a mile wide, and I want to be closer. Is that okay? Okay, I'm coming around. Hi. This is better, isn't it? Being on the same side of the table. I can actually see your eyes properly now, instead of just the top of your head when you're looking down at your book. You have really pretty eyes. Did I ever tell you that? Probably not, because that would have been too obvious, and I was trying so hard to play it cool. So, now what? We've both confessed. We've established that we're both hopelessly oblivious. We've proven that friends to lovers is objectively the best trope. Where do we go from here? I think in the book, this is where they kiss. Not that I'm saying we should kiss right now. I'm not trying to pressure you or assume anything. I'm just noting, for literary accuracy, that this would be the part where the emotional climax happens. Okay, I'm making this weird again, aren't I? Can I tell you something? I've thought about kissing you so many times. Every Thursday night when we say goodbye in the parking lot, every time you laugh at one of my terrible jokes, every time you lean in close to show me a passage in your book. I've wondered what it would be like to just close the distance, to stop pretending. And now I could actually do it if you wanted. Now there's nothing stopping us. So, can I kiss you? Come closer then. Yeah, just like that. I'm going to lean in now, and if you want to stop me, you can. But I really, really hope you don't. Here I come. Wow, that was better than I imagined. And I've imagined it a lot, so that's saying something. You taste like the coffee you had earlier, and happiness. If happiness has a taste. Okay, that was cheesy. I'm allowed to be cheesy right now. I just kissed you. I've earned the right to say ridiculous things. Can we do that again? I want to make sure I didn't imagine it, purely for scientific purposes. Come here. Yeah, definitely didn't imagine it. You're really good at that, by the way. Just thought you should know. I'm probably going to want to do that all the time now. I hope you're prepared for that. Like, all the time, annoyingly often, you're sick of me. I really like you. I know I already said I'm in love with you, but I also just really like you. I like the way you argue with me about books. I like the way you remember little details from conversations we had weeks ago. I like the way you always let me steal your coffee, even though you pretend to be annoyed about it. I like that you showed up tonight, even though you knew we were going to disagree about the book. I like that you're here, with me, in this quiet library, in this perfect moment. And I like that this isn't the end. This is just the beginning. We have so many more books to read together, so many more debates to have, so many more Thursday nights. Except now I get to hold your hand while we argue, and kiss you when you say something particularly smart, and sit on the same side of the table instead of across from each other. Actually, forget the table. We should get a couch. Do they have a couch section in this library? We could be those people, the couple who shares a blanket in the library, who reads books together with your head on my shoulder. Okay, maybe that's too much. Maybe we should take this one step at a time. But I'm excited about all of it, about getting to be your girlfriend, about getting to stop hiding how I feel, about getting to build something real with you. Is that okay? Is girlfriend okay? Or is that moving too fast? Okay, good, because I really like the sound of that. Your girlfriend. Lily, your girlfriend, who reads romance novels and believes in friends to lovers and is completely head over heels for you. We should probably leave soon, before Mrs. Chen comes back and finds us being disgustingly cute in the corner. Although, part of me wants to stay here all night, in this moment, where everything is new and perfect and nothing's complicated yet. But we have tomorrow, and the day after that, and every Thursday night from now on. And weekends. We should do something this weekend, like an actual date, not just book club. We could get dinner, or see a movie, or just walk around and talk. I don't care what we do, as long as I'm with you. Listen to me. I'm already planning our whole future, and we've been together for like 10 minutes. Sorry, I'll calm down. I'm just happy. Really, really happy. Okay, we should go. We should lock up and walk to the parking lot and say goodnight like we always do. Except this time it'll be different. This time I'll kiss you goodnight. And maybe we'll stand there way too long just talking because neither of us wants to leave. And then tomorrow I'll text you good morning. Not as your friend, but as your girlfriend. And you'll text back something cute, and we'll both be gross and sappy, and I can't wait. Come on, let's go. Give me your hand. Yeah, just like that. I'm never letting go. You know that, right? You're stuck with me now. No takebacks. We'll turn off the lights, lock the door, walk out into the parking lot, and everything will be different, but also the same. We'll still argue about books. We'll still meet every Thursday. We'll still be us. Just more. So much more. Are you ready? Me too, I think. Actually, I'm terrified, in the best way possible. But I'm ready. I'm so ready. Let's start our story, the right way this time. Together. Okay. Lights off. And we're walking. The parking lot is so quiet tonight. Just a few streetlights and us. This is where we usually say goodbye, where I get in my car and you get in yours, and we both drive home alone. But tonight, before you go, Good night. I'll text you when I get home. And then again when I wake up. And probably several times in between because I'm going to miss you the second you leave. You've created a monster. I hope you're happy. Drive safe, okay? And think about what you want to do this weekend. I'm flexible. I just want to spend time with you. Thank you, by the way, for tonight. For being brave enough to smile when I confessed. For kissing me back. For making me the happiest person in this parking lot. Which I know is a low bar because we're the only people in this parking lot, but still, I'm really glad it's you. Okay, I'm going now, before I talk myself into staying here all night. I'll see you tomorrow, right? Good. I'm holding you to that. Good night, my boyfriend. Yeah, I'm definitely going to say that every chance I get. You should prepare yourself. Okay. I'm leaving, for real this time. Sweet dreams. And if you dream about me, I wouldn't complain. I'll see you tomorrow, and we can start our next chapter. Because this story, our story, it's just beginning. And I think it's going to be my favorite one yet. Good night. Sleep well. And hey, if you're listening to this in bed right now, about to fall asleep, just know that somewhere out there, Lily is thinking about you too. About your smile, your laugh, the way you make her feel seen. And she can't wait to see you again. So close your eyes, let yourself drift, and dream of libraries and books and Thursday nights that change everything. Sweet dreams. I'll see you tomorrow.